What's up, Honors? I'm Alex, as always, and welcome to my first video of 2025. So we're only a few days into 2025 now, and already there's been a lot of stuff going on in the Halloween community. First of all, the other day we got, I think, the entire Michael's Spooky Town lineup released. Also, Distortions Unlimited, they released a brand new Monsters Legend animatronic. And just today, or just last night, someone posted the entire Lowe's animatronic lineup for 2025, which is crazy, and today we're going to be checking it out. And honestly, I've got to say, it looks like Lowe's is going to have a solid lineup for this year. Some stuff on here I don't like too much, but there's some stuff on here that I am really excited to see, and some stuff that I would love to get if we had Lowe's here in Canada. So yeah, today we're going to be looking at all 12 of these animatronics. So let's of course get started by looking at the 3 not so new ones, because there's not too much talk about that, and then we'll get into the cooler ones at the end of the video. So anyways, to get started, the first 2 out of these 3, just kind of animatronics that we've already seen before in a way. First of all, we've got Emily and Victor, which if you don't remember, we got Emily and Victor from Spirit Halloween last year, so it's not really a new animatronic, we're just seeing it released again here at Lowe's with probably some sort of different animation. Looking at the photo, it looks like it pretty much recreates the exact same scene that was recreated with the Spirit Halloween animatronics, where of course Victor here has the ring there in his hand, and then we of course have Emily here in her dress. So it doesn't seem like there's anything unique going on here. They're not trying to recreate another part of the movie, which does suck a bit. I'm really curious to see if it's also going to feature servo animation. Oh, and actually look at the top here, we can see a couple things it says about it. Of course, looks like it has animated eye blinking and head turning. So with it having eye blinking, that sort of reminds me a bit of like what Jemmy has done before with Jack Skellington, so, or not Jack Skellington, but Sally. So this very well could be a Jemmy animatronic. I know Lowe's does tend to order quite a bit from Jemmy, so yeah, these new Corpse Bride animatronics, these might be a new Jemmy version of them. From the photos, actually look like well made and everything, so I'm excited to see these, but we'd already see these from Spirit Halloween last year, so nothing crazy. And the other guy here that's nothing too crazy that we've seen before is of course the Plague Doctor. If you remember last year, we got a Plague Doctor from Home Depot, which that guy's so good. I think it's gonna be hard to top that. And this one right here, honestly, it doesn't look as good. It is basically the exact same theme as the Home Depot one. You know, he has the staff there with the wing bird type thing. It's got the bird mask, the black outfit, but I don't know, just seems very less detailed than the Home Depot one. Like the Home Depot one had all these cool details and everything, but this one here, it doesn't really look like it has that. And I assume it just has waist turn animation, nothing special. So this guy here, not really crazy one, it's just gonna be another one in their lineup, but still it is gonna be interesting to see another Plague Doctor this year. Don't really need it, but it'll be interesting to see. Moving on though, we got 9 more animatronics, which these ones are the cooler ones, the ones that I'm really excited for this year. So let's start off with some of my favorites. Starting off here with this clown guy. I know some people don't really like clowns. They think they're like very generic. They make so many each year. But there's people like me that really love clowns, and especially this guy I'm a big fan of. I like what they've done with this guy. It's supposed to be this balloon dog clown. Of course, his hand there you can see has the balloon dog, which looks great. He's got this nice outfit, which I don't know if we've ever seen an outfit like that before, so we got some uniqueness going on here. Of course, it has all these circles as the pattern. Got little red shoes down there. Then his head design there looks really creepy. Has the yellow light up eyes and everything, and there's a little bit different hat than what we usually get. So he looks very interesting. I'm gonna be curious to his animation. I assume it's probably just be waist turn or something. It's not gonna be anything like really too crazy, but still, I really love the look of this guy, and he looks like he's gonna be maybe the best clown animatronic in 2025. I don't know, I'll have to see what Spirit Stuff releases, but so far, I really love this clown. He looks great. Moving on, another one that I'm really excited for is the 10-foot Scarecrow. I love Scarecrow animatronics. I really want to get the drop-down Scarecrow last year, but I didn't. That's cool now that we're getting a 10-foot Scarecrow. I think it was Lowe's a few years ago, or maybe even last year they still sold it. They had like a 12-foot Scarecrow, I think. But that one, of course, was a bit different than the one we're getting here. This is like sort of the classic Scarecrow, I guess, where it's of course on the sticks here, and he looks like he's gonna be a really cool one. And the look of him, it's nothing too crazy, but I do like it. He has this nice outfit on. He's got that creepy Scarecrow face, which looks like something from maybe Techie Toys. Then, of course, on his arms there, he has the gloves at the end, and then, of course, a crow there on his shoulder. Overall, I'm just really excited to see a 10-foot version of this, because if you have a farm theme, to have this just as the centerpiece, this would look so awesome. It would be nice if they made this guy 12-foot, but 10 foot I think is a more reasonable height for if you want it to be a more realistic theme. But that's gonna be cool, and I'd really love to see a height comparison of this because I want to see like how big it actually looks in real life. But this one is another one that I really like this year from the lineup so far. And moving on, the final one here that I think is probably the best other lineup is this Jumpscare guy right here. I don't think we have a name for him yet, but he looks interesting. He looks like something maybe like Mr. Dark. I don't know, it's just the way his clothing is there with all spread out at the bottom. Just kind of reminds me of Mr. Dark, but it's hard to say if he jumps like forward and up or if it's just an up animation. Like we can see, it looks like he goes up pretty high. He's probably going to be a big animatronic. So I'm really curious to see if it is going to be a Mr. Dark reskin or if it's a completely new animation or something we've seen before. But so far, I am really excited to see this guy. But moving on from that, we of course have 6 more animatronics here. Let's check out the 2 bigger guys and then we'll check out some of these smaller ones. First of all, here we have the new 12-foot animatronic for this year from Lowe's, which is of course going to be the 12-foot vampire. Which this guy looks like a very interesting one, I'll say. I like the head design on it. It looks creepy. Definitely has that more classic vampire look, which I like. So he has the golden eyes there and maybe has head animation. I don't know, it looks very static to me. But in the one end, he of course has that lantern there, which is really cool. His outfit here is nothing too crazy. Looking at the bottom, I do see these like orange lights poking through. So it makes you wonder if there's like maybe a projector at the bottom of him, which I don't know why there would be, but it looks like there might be something down there, which would be cool if he has some more light into him, but I guess we'll have to see. But overall, is it the best 12-foot animatronic of all time? I wouldn't say it is. Is it the worst though? I wouldn't. I think it's pretty good. But just compared to all the other 12-foot animatronics we've gotten over the past few years, just seems not really generic, but just kind of like nothing special about it. Moving on, next up here we have a 10-foot guy. This of course is the 10-foot spider, which this looks creepy. It's this big spider guy, and he's got these really long legs, it looks like. I assume he could probably walk underneath this guy so you could use him as like an archway or something, which would be very cool for a haunted house, I would say. Looks like his whole face there lights up too, like he's got the teeth or spikes, whatever, poking out, and then the eyes there, which all light up. Purple looks like, which is awesome. And it just has this really creepy design that I love. Like, I just like how long those legs are. That looks just so scary, and this would be so creepy just to walk right under. And yeah, it'd be great to have like an entrance to haunted house something. And this guy, it would have been cool to see this guy as the 12-foot animatronic for this year instead of the vampire. I think this guy would be cooler to have even bigger, but yeah, this guy 10 foot seems like a pretty good height, and yeah, this would be a crazy one to get for a haunted house. This would just be such a creepy one. Moving on though, we got a few more to look at. Next up here, this is the new band animatronic, which if you don't remember, over the years they've started this band at Lowe's. They of course started with, I think it was the drummer and the guitarist, and last year they brought in guy on the keyboard. They might have had another guitarist or a singer or something. And now this year, the new guy for this year is of course the animated DJ, which this guy I think is cool because if you don't want to have the whole band, this is one that you could just have as sort of separate from the band, or you could have as part of the band, which I think is really cool because if you want the Reaper band, it's kind of like if you buy the drums, then you need to have like a guitar guy, you need to have all these others. But yeah, this one here, you can just have this guy and it'll sort of work. And instead of being stuck on one instrument, you could really have this guy play any type of music, which is awesome. And yeah, I'd like to see what his animation is. I assume it's just like his hand there probably spins the thing, and maybe his head moves in some way, but yeah, looks like he has a lot of light up features. Like, has the whole speaker there, the dashboard, looks like his eyes and headphone light up, so a lot of stuff going on for this guy. I would love to get this for my haunted house. Unfortunately, no Lowe's here in Canada, but yeah, he looks great. And next up here, we've got a new witch animatronic for this year, which is nothing too crazy, but I do like the look of it. Of course, it's just another one of these witches that is stirring the cauldron, which we've seen like many versions of this before. But this one here still looks good. I like the face sculpt on there. It looks really creepy. Looks very witchy, I guess. The cauldron there looks awesome. It has the fire details at the bottom, and it probably lights up. I assume it does. Then yeah, she probably has the animation where she's stirring the cauldron and everything. So like, we've seen stuff like this before, but I don't know, it's sort of a different design. I don't think we've ever gotten a design exactly like this, but I think it looks good. And if you're going for a witch theme, this would definitely be an awesome one that would be awesome to get. Moving on, another one we got here is the 6-foot Gravedigger, which this guy's cool. He just looks creepy just with that face there, like that smile, that just looks so creepy. Of course, on the one end there, he's got the lantern. The other hand there, he has the shovel. And yeah, it looks like he has like head and mouth animation. He might have arm animation or something too. I feel like he would. This guy, nothing too crazy going on. He's more of just an animatronic they could buy to sort of like just have an extra part of your scene. Like if you have Graveyard, this guy would be perfect for it. And yeah, he'll be a cool one to see and one that'd be great to see like just put in a Graveyard. This guy'd fit perfectly. And moving on, the last animatronic of Lowe's lineup for this year is of course the 7-foot werewolf right here. And look at this guy here. It looks like he might actually be a reskin of that guy we got last year from Big Lots. Because look at the description that was actually connected with this. It says, opens its arms, leans back, and howls at the moon. Which is exactly the same animation that the Big Lots werewolf has. So he seems to be just a reskin of that, I think. But he still does have a cool design for being a reskin. I like the almost complete fur design. That looks cool. Like the feet there look really big and creepy, and that face there too looks awesome. I might say I do like Big Lots design a bit better, but still I don't think I'd say there's anything wrong with this guy. He still looks really cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same animation as the Big Lots guy, but yeah, I'd love for them to release a demo video so we can see if it is, which it probably is, but yeah, this guy looks cool. Anyways, right there was 12 new animatronics for Lowe's for 2025, which is crazy that we are only a few days in and we're already getting the entire lineup releases. Is so cool to see. And yeah, some that I would want to get for this year definitely be that Jumpscare guy, the DJ, the Scarecrow, and the Balloon Dog Clown. Yeah, it looks like a really good lineup for this year, and other than the Plague Doctor, which we don't really need, and I guess we don't really need the Corpse Bride ones either, it looks like it's a lot of cool animatronics that, yeah, will be awesome to see in stores for this year. But anyways, that's it for today. Tell me down in the comments your thoughts on, like, which animatronics your favorite, which you don't like, what you think of their lineup so far for this year, and like any you think you'd get. Anyways, that's it. I'll see y'all next time. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Goodbye.